Each year we have a few big smartphone announcements from Huawei, Mate and P series. I've been using the P40 Pro for some time now, and as usual to Huawei, this phone brings stellar hardware and good yet a little bit different, or what Huawei calls a visionary user experience to the consumer. In other words, the P40 series devices ship without Google services, but Huawei's own app gallery and Huawei mobile services are meant to replace them altogether. More on that later on. Just before we start, I've teamed up with Steven from Tech Magnet to make this video. Check out what he has to say about the P40 Pro and you'll find the link to his video in the info card and in the video description down below. You simply have to give credit to Huawei for making great looking smartphones. Even though the design of the phone may look a little bit familiar, I love how the device sits in the hand despite its size. I have to admit, the IP68 certified P40 Pro is quite heavy, but it feels substantial and very premium thanks to a solid metal frame, excellent build quality, and glass backplate. Matte gray color of the phone has this nice matte glass finish that does attract some fingerprints and smudges, but at least they are less visible than on glossy surfaces. In terms of size, the overall footprint of the P40 Pro and the Mate 30 Pro is similar, but the P40 Pro is narrower, meaning that it is more comfortable to hold in one hand. The Overflow is Huawei's marketing name for edge-to-edge display, which I found to be really beautiful to look at. The glass that covers a tack-sharp and vivid OLED panel has seamless curves on each side that give you that bezel-less look. One of the highlights, a 90Hz refresh ratio, meaning that the panel is smoother than conventional 60Hz screens. I have to say that this refresh ratio changes the entire user experience as the phone feels super fast and smooth. Steven from the Tech Magnet has made a great video comparing different refresh ratios, and I'm sure he has a lot more to say about the P40 Pro's display in his video. I found both the in-display fingerprint scanner and face unlock features to be really fast thanks to improved sensors. Both P and Mate series phones usually have one of the best camera systems on the market, and the P40 Pro is no exception. The camera module protrudes quite a bit from the phone for a reason. It packs 4 sensors with a ton of megapixels, optical image stabilization, and 5 times optical zoom on periscope telephoto lens. One of the most important aspects of this system, the main 50-megapixel sensor, is the largest we've seen on a smartphone. As a result, it absorbs up to 40% more light, and it should assure excellent all-around image quality no matter what the lighting is. The camera system is enhanced with 3rd-generation AI image and Huawei's XD Fusion engine and other imaging algorithms. Steven and I will talk about image quality in detail in our dedicated camera review, but my first impressions are really good. Images come out nice and sharp, and zoom picture quality is one of the best we've seen on a smartphone, at least in good lighting. Camera performance is really impressive in low light too, especially if you use Huawei's signature night mode. However, zoom performance does not really impress, but keep in mind that the phone still runs on an early software build. A 32-megapixels dual selfie camera that now has autofocus produces really nice pictures too. I especially like portrait images as my head is nicely separated from the background thanks to the secondary depth sensor. 4K 60fps video is really nice and smooth, but if you want to learn more, subscribe to the Tech Line for an in-depth camera review that I'm already working in collaboration with the Tech Magnet. As you may expect, the performance of the P40 Pro is excellent thanks to powerful hardware and a lot of internal storage that is expandable via Huawei's memory cards, but the overall experience is now different since there are no Google services on this phone. Same as on the Huawei Mate 30 Pro, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to sideload Google services yourself, but Huawei has been working really hard developing its own app gallery that already has most of the apps you need. Some may think that App Gallery is a completely new thing, but Huawei has been working on it for years. In fact, I made a dedicated review of it back in 2018, and since then, this application store has improved a lot. Even if some apps are missing, Huawei promises that they are coming soon, or you can sideload them yourself. This is what I did using websites like APK Pure. I like how App Gallery is organized, and most importantly, there are plenty of apps to choose from whether you're interested in games or productivity. You can also use Huawei's Quick app that allows you to run the apps without even installing them. So far, the overall Android 10 based user experience has been pretty good, even though you need to sideload some of the applications yourself. I wouldn't say that the app gallery is going to revolutionize the app market, but I'm glad to see that Huawei is really serious about their own app ecosystem that already has plenty of applications, and I can't wait to see what's coming next. The more competition to Google and Apple, the better for the end consumer. As you may expect from a high-end device, gaming performance has been excellent as all of the latest 3D titles I've tested run without any issues. A 4-layer super cool system and other enhancements assure smooth gaming experience, and the phone stays cold to the touch even after hours of playing the PUBG. Huawei phones have always been one of the best when it comes to battery life, and the P40 Pro proves that again. This is easily a 2-day battery phone for most users unless you start playing 3D games all day. If you use the P40 Pro just for video and social media, you can easily get over 14 hours of screen on time. If you use the phone more intensively, you can get over 7 hours of SOT, which is still a really good result. You can charge the battery in just over 1 hour with a supplied fast charger, but the star of the show is super fast wireless charging feature that assures the same 40 watts charging speed as using the cable, which is pretty amazing. However, this feature is compatible only with a Huawei's wireless charger at the moment. As you may expect, connectivity has been excellent on the P40 Pro. From call quality to signal reception to Wi-Fi, everything has been working great. The P40 Pro also has 5G and is compatible with even more networks than before. Huawei P40 Pro offers a lot, and its hardware is pretty much second to none. You get a beautifully crafted and premium feeling device with great display, one of the best cameras, excellent battery life, great overall performance, and user interface that is loaded with features but missing one important thing: Google services. However, as I've mentioned earlier, the app gallery has a lot to offer, and it shows how serious Huawei is about the development of their own ecosystem that already has millions of users. Sideloading some of the apps is still an alternative option, but having excellent hardware and the company that invests billions of dollars in R&D that result in constantly improving their smartphones, the Huawei P40 Pro shapes up to be one of the best phones of 2020 yet, even without Google services pre-installed out of the box. Tell me, what do you think about the Huawei P40 Pro, and make sure to check out Steven's video and you'll find all the links and show notes down below the video. As always, thank you for watching, until next time, and see you soon.